my opinion on Asian food is disgusting.
This is a call-in to Asian folks.
Tori, you have no business calling in Asian folks. Even New York City honks in agreement with me. For you to tell Asian people they are in the wrong for making fun of a white woman who is foaming at the mouth with her racism so confidently with her candy corn teeth is classic tone policing.
Woman that made a broad blanket statement saying that all Asian food was disgusting.
Sir, this is going to come as a grand surprise, but we in the American world call that an opinion. Now, is she God's gift to the eyes? No, but neither are you. Neither am I. What does it matter if she's ugly? Also, what does it fucking matter if she doesn't like Asian cuisine?
So, with a video like yours, directed towards an Asian person that is bringing up the obvious microaggressions and issues that they deal with daily from people like that woman, you decided to turn it into, this is just an opinion thing. Okay, you ask, what does it matter? It matters because Asian hate crimes are up 360%. I have friends that are Asian that have told me about themselves being assaulted, their family members being assaulted, their elders being assaulted, simply because they are Asian and because people have a mindset that Asian people have these, foods that are abnormal, and that then leads to Asian hate and violence.
You also show your own fragility, that you cannot handle the comments you get. You responded to me. If you don't want me to respond to you, then don't enter the conversation. That's plain and simple. But you are approving of bullying. You are approving of misdirecting, and you are approving of gaslighting. Just understand that for what it is. So I don't want to ever see anything about don't hate, no bullying. You're okay with it when you think your white allyship is in danger otherwise. And it's really sad. I really do feel for you. Again, no one deserves to be attacked or abused or anything just because they're simply Asian. But in the same token, no one deserves to be attacked or abused purely because they're white and because they hold an opinion. You're coming after the wrong people. You're going after the wrong person. You guys went after a nobody because, mind you, everyone that attacked her has like 300,000 and 500,000 subscribers. She has 25,000. So on top of it all, you're all getting butthurt from what's essentially a nobody. If you can't handle the conversation, once more, don't participate. So in other words, you just admitted he's projecting. Nothing she said was about Asian people. Nothing she said was that Asians, like what specific food was gross. She just doesn't like it. And whether you, he, or anyone that's Asian likes or not, she's still allowed to say it. Like, this is literally, she is not responsible for triggers about other people. What you just admitted is this entire thing was a bunch of people picking on someone completely unrelated to something that happened to not even them. She is allowed, I state it again, to say she doesn't like something. It wasn't like someone said, What do you feel about cuisine? And the first words out of her mouth were, well, since you've asked, Asian cuisine is disgusting. She didn't bring it up out of nowhere. Someone specifically asked her what she felt about it. And all she said was, in her opinion, she found Asian cuisine disgusting. I will say again, there are people that are just not going to like it. It is not this deep. And the fact that you're making it this deep, again, shows fragility, shows weak-mindedness. It shows that you will take the tiniest thing and create a massive mountain out of that molehill. I'm sorry that some people have been attacked. But first of all, check the demographics that are attacking Asians in a larger scale before you start talking about the sins of white people. Let's start there. Second of all, I once again say, I wouldn't mind if they brought up statistics at the beginning. The only thing these people did was mock her teeth, mock her looks, and mock that she was white. So they combated, at best, the weakest of microaggressions with out-and-out hatred and racism and bullying. Wow. So brave and inspirational. You totally make me feel for your cause now.
Hi, you don't know me. I call myself the Ajma here on TikTok, part of Asian Talk, which I am happily a member of. And I just want to say thank you, because I did not know how I, as an Asian woman, should respond to racism without your feedback. I mean, without white women telling us how we should feel or what we should say or how we should respond. I mean, I would not know what to do with my life.
Yeah, we don't like white women. Yeah, we don't like white women.
It's confidence you lack, and now your life's becoming such a mess because karma's a bitch and it's got your address. Listen to the words that come out of my mouth.
As someone who's been in a horrible car accident and suffered the consequences of this car accident, I feel it's my duty to tell you that you are veering so far out of your lane right now. You are risking a head-on collision, and you should probably correct course very quickly.
And the reason they tried to dox me is because they wanted to end game me and or at least beat me to a bloody pulp.
Here's a lesson in qualifying statements. The original video of the white woman that you're defending did not have any sort of qualifying statements and instead said, all Asian foods are disgusting. Now, my qualifying statement, which I'm going to share with you, is that I do not hate all white people or all white women. I hate racist white people and racist white women. And I have no problem with defining and declaring that very, very clear qualifier. So, for you, just a little education because you're new here, If you're offended, that might be because you are a racist white woman. I did not plan on giving you any attention by responding to either of the videos that you decided to make stitching me. Because honestly, you seem to thrive on the negative attention, and I don't really feel like feeding that. I legitimately try to be a kind and empathetic person, but I also don't take nonsense. So when I see your videos where you call many of my mutuals cowards or weak for deleting your trolling comments while simultaneously deleting the dozens of comments from the videos you've made about me, I think that's kind of hilarious, but not in particular interest, and not something that I wanted to spend time on today. I want to address this comment. Yeah, I'm a cool lady. I don't particularly have that same opinion of you because, I don't like transphobes, and I don't like people who try to invalidate and talk over people of color. I don't think that's generally cool behavior to stick yourself in other people's business or doubling down on that when people try to call you out. But that's just my opinion. I honestly don't think that you are important enough that anybody would actually threaten you or dox you, but who am I to invalidate your experience? Maybe it happened. I do have very much issue with you coming after Mr. Ajma. How dare you? He's an incredibly loving father, an incredibly loving husband. I've been fortunate to have him in my life for over 20 years. He is kind, intelligent, empathetic, and he is constantly learning and expressing curiosity with kindness, which I think is a trait that everybody should try to emulate. Really. And it's even hard for me, but I do it. And his sense of humor is drier than whispering the word gin over a martini. Don't come for him. Don't.
You get treated like a virus. You do. If you happen to look like her, they hurt. The weak, the old, the voiceless. They don't expect anything but silence from her.
Have you ever had a translate to mom and dad? Business words, agents, slurs, pockets on their backs. Have you folks told you to just walk away? Let it go, it's okay, it's always in that way. There's no official language in the US.
She tried to come at me on my Instagram saying that, oh, don't you guys think that you're bullying her? No, we're not. Because she's lying to her. That white lady from before was lying to her. And I made a video on YouTube hitting that lady right where it freaking will hurt her. Because she wants to make a video making fun of Asian people for standing up for our culture and for our food. Look what I did. I finally have a reason to use my YouTube account again. And this is just like the old videos I used on my TikTok account. And then I put the description down below. Yeah, it's really long. And I put also my link tree and everything else in the description that she didn't even say in her video. Okay, so if anybody wants to go watch this, you guys can. Just, the YouTube account name is here. This is my YouTube account's name. And that's it. I will add more. Just right now it's in the process, so yeah. Goodbye.
So, I know, I'm back again so soon. As you all saw from that little intro, some more things have happened since the last time I spoke to you all, only a few days ago. And that's because I released that video hoping that I could have all the evidence out, everyone would understand, and it would be settled. But since then, they have made sure that I'm not only banned from TikTok, well, not banned, but I'm not allowed to post videos. I'm not allowed to even comment now because one of the girls, this is like the girl that made that video, promoting harassing me, promoting trying to dox me. She then made, obviously, the video where she's just praising herself for it. And if you follow me enough on my YouTube and you saw my community page, I played along. Fine. You want to play that game, I will play that game. But I'm constantly being told by these people that now I'm ableist and I'm racist because I just randomly started attacking these people. No. Nope. Wrong-o. You see, the problem is, none of them are happy that I call them out on bullying and bullshit. And I keep getting told that as a white woman, I need to learn my place. And I can't say anything. Ladies and gents, a person's skin color doesn't dictate their worth or the value of their opinion. It just doesn't. Especially when I'm calling you out for overreactions. Now, I said this in my last video, and I will say it again. You can find anything you want offensive. You can find anything on this planet offensive. That is your right. But it doesn't mean what you find offensive is inherently offensive. It's subjective. It's on you. And nobody is responsible for what you find offensive but you. No one's responsible for your triggers. And it also doesn't give you the right to bully someone because they said something that offended you. And that's the thing, especially after I came into the situation. See, you all escalated it. Because I showed in my last video, someone tried to dox me. And then knowing someone tried to dox me, that little girl with the little teddy bear ears, then made more videos promoting more people to do it. And then this morning, I do not condone this, but someone on my behalf, private messaged the girl and apparently told her that they would dox her if she didn't take down all the videos she posted about me. Again, I don't condone threats. But first off, I will not tell you how, but I got a hold of the link. Because see, then they'll know my other account. I looked through all the comments and I found a way to see the link they were talking about. Guys, it's hilarious. This person wasn't even able to actually dox them. Who remembers back on Facebook with that link that no matter who clicked on it, it just took you back to your own? Yeah, that's it. It's a Facebook link that the mods of Facebook, if I recall correctly, I looked it up. Yeah, they used it for people to be able to get back to their own Facebooks. I forgot, for some kind of recovery account thing. And I'm just like, this child had no idea. I say child, she's 24. She had no idea that's what it was, and neither do all the people that are genuinely convinced that this is somehow actual doxing. It's not. So you were never in any danger. Someone just tried to scare you. But here's my thing, little girl. You were fine with that happening to me. You were fine with attacking my business, me working with no system. You were fine asking people to mass report me and harass me off the internet. And you were fine with me being scared and me being afraid that someone might try to come and hurt me. You were okay with that. But the moment that it could potentially happen to you, you put out an all call for people to come at me harder. And then let's go back to this fucking clown. You all remember her, right? You remember this charming lady? The one that danced at the idea of me being doxxed? Again, information was fake. It doesn't mean it wasn't wrong that someone tried to dox me. Her and Ajima, Quad and Ajima, they laughed at me. I'm not important enough for someone to try to dox me. Oh, you're going to make content about it? Yes. They laughed at me. Well, now they are coming out and saying this ableist woman told a quadriplegic, this disabled person to dance.
Does things like, oh my God, she commented to a disabled woman that she should dance for her. I don't think this person is a particularly good person.
Yes, because reminder, after she laughed at me for potentially getting doxxed, and I called her out on that in her comments, I didn't get to screenshot it, but then she said, I'm just going to dance video I'm going to do a dance response video to all your comments. And the thing is, when someone tries to be an edgelord, I can always tell when they don't like when the cringe comes back at them. I can always tell the kind of mentality that's going to get uncomfortable with that. So I tested it. As you know, in the last video, I said, then dance for me, baby. Because I knew she wouldn't like that. I knew that would make her uncomfortable. I was right, because she never did another dance video after that. But what she also did was she took everything off of her TikTok. She deleted all of it. So now it just looks like I'm the wicked ableist. Well, let me put it this way. If that's how we want to play, all of them are clowning me for a video I made while I was in Vegas.
This is going to be the last response video I put up on my TikTok.
Because as some of you know, the Bopo got very, very mad at me for some of those videos I uploaded during that week, calling them out for being idiots. Because people are allowed to state health facts. And I said, this is the last response video I'm going to make on TikTok. What I meant was to that situation. But I'm neurodivergent. Yeah, I have ADHD. I've had it forever. And I was diagnosed when I was a little kid. So sometimes my brain thinks I'm saying stuff. Even afterwards, I might not realize the word didn't come out. But I know the context. So are you guys bullying a neurodivergent? Are you attacking mental health? Gosh, that's awful ableist, isn't it? If we want to play that game. And then I'm being told I can't come for certain people. That's the funniest part. I keep getting told because I've come for their mutuals. I don't care who you're friends with. These people have made endless videos about me. And then eventually they kind of treated me like Voldemort. Don't say her name. Don't say Star's on.
So, Ajma's going to give you some homework today. Please pay attention, okay? Number 1, we're going to commit to being kinder, open-minded, anti-racist, okay? Number 2, we're going to acknowledge that the algorithm here and on many social media apps do us absolutely no favors. So we are not going to mention her by name anymore. We will not be leaving comments, doing duets or stitches for them anymore. We will be going to those accounts and reporting any obvious content and community guideline violations and then blocking them immediately. And we will do the same on Instagram and on YouTube. All anonymous choices that will not manipulate the algorithm. We're not going to put a spotlight on hate in this situation because they're really thriving on it. And then we are going to choose to have a more peaceful day.
I came out and I called out your bullshit. That's what I did. At the end of the day. Because the problem is what you don't understand. In my opinion, in my morality, in my belief, you never stand by when you see people being bad people. Because that's all you all were being. Attacking that lady, right or wrong. Whether she was right in her opinion, whether she was ignorant or not, whether you like it or not, it wasn't racist. Once again, though, you're allowed to be offended by it, but it doesn't make it inherently offensive. And see, the thing is, I will defend any of you to the teeth for your right to state your opinion without being publicly dragged and mocked. Because the thing is, most of you, look, right here, here's the video.
My opinion on Asian food is disgusting. My opinion on Asian food is disgusting.
And there it is, that we all, threatened you. Show us receipts. Because as far as I'm concerned, the only thing I find are teeth brushing videos.
My opinion on Asian food is disgusting. Simple.
In my opinion of your teeth, brush them. Simple.
My opinion on Asian food. My opinion on Asian food. My opinion on Asian food is disgusting.
Didn't your mother ever teach you that if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all? Especially on a social media platform with billions of users across the world. In Asian countries, no less.
All right, let's talk about this. Okay? This is a serious matter. So, TikTok. Y'all have allowed so much on this app. Y'all have allowed underage kids to be over-sexualized. Y'all have allowed that. Y'all have allowed racism to the highest extent to be zero to not even problematic whatsoever. Y'all have allowed that. Y'all have allowed fat shaming, colorism. Y'all have allowed transphobia. Y'all have definitely allowed that. Y'all have allowed so much to take place. And yet, individuals like me, TikTokers like me, come on here just to have fun. Just to have fun. To the people that don't know how to be polite, you only do that because you're behind a screen. In my world, if you say that in somebody's face, you get worked. I'm polite to this person because that's what they deserve. Just saying. All right, let's talk about this.
So my opinion on Asian food.
Facts. Rule 1. If she asks about it, she knows about it. So don't lie about it.
I would roast you, but my mom said,
Hey, if you're gonna be rude to me, you better know how to fight. Hey, if you're gonna be rude to me, you better know how to fight.
So my opinion on Asian food is disgusting.
Well, I'm not going to be disrespectful and be shooting fish in the barrel by commenting on anything about you, but just don't eat the food and don't be disrespectful about it.
So my opinion on Asian food is disgusting.
Good. More for the rest of us. Take your green bean casserole and yourself, and kindly, not so kindly, see yourself out. Bye-bye.
So my opinion.
I can take your man's.
Try not.
Do you see how many people just attacked this woman purely for her looks? Only 1 or 2 even made a comment about the food. And many of them were like, okay, whatever. More for me. Dude, and the guy that said hot pot, I was mad. Hot pot's over an hour away from me. So is Korean barbecue. I was so mad. I can't get my tteokbokki. I make my own onigiri, but my rice cooker's broken. It's a sad world for Star Song. I have to buy a new one. It's gonna be this color. Anyways, ADHD aside. The point is, a lot of you have told me I'm not allowed to defend myself. I've had people message me saying, why don't you just take down the videos? You're not allowed to speak on this. Why don't you just stop? Don't come for Ajima. How dare you make fun of a quadriplegic? Understand this for what it is. They are all full-grown adults who came at me in condescending, rude, and racist ways. Because all of them assume because I'm white, I am not allowed to hold my opinion. They all assume because I am an evil, wicked, Trump-supporting Republican that no matter what I do, it's inherently racist. And they believe that because I am a white Republican, my voice and my value are diminished. Some of them are even trying to say that I was rage farming. No. You see, once I saw the game you guys were playing of blocking me, making a video, then unblocking me to try to say what I was saying, and then reporting me, and then making inflammatory comments about me, I was like, you know what? Two can play at that game. So you've got an audience here. I've got an audience on YouTube. And if you're going to make a narrative about me, what does Eric July say? What does my baby Gothic say? Monetize your haters. So here I am. And see, I kept warning them. I said, fine. Everything you do, I'm going to put in a video. Because it's kind of like a reverse psychology thing. I've been doing it for years, and usually it works. But this time, they really didn't believe me. They were so arrogant because they all have large TikTok followings. They believed that I was too insignificant and too unimportant, and no one would hear what I had to say. And then they kept making videos about me to their large audiences and creating my bigger audience. So, anyways, thanks again for the help, ladies. But I digress. What I was doing was, it was going to meet one of two issues, right? Just like how I said to her, dance for me, baby, knowing more than likely she would stop doing the behavior that I didn't want her to do. It's the same idea with that. I figured if I informed them I was going to make a video, they would be like, well, I don't want to help her in any way, so let's just back off. Or they would make the content that I needed for a video. So either way, I won. So in the end, they decided to benefit me. And then afterwards, they wanted to change the narrative to me making alt-right hate farming. No. And now they're trying to say I purposely targeted the Asian community for this.
You will know that there is a certain person that we will not name who has been intentionally antagonizing the Asian American community for content.
Again, no honey, no baby, no sweet cheeks, no. I said exactly why I was going to do what I was going to do in the other video. But I completely diverted once I saw the fuckery that was going on. And once I see fuckery, morality tells me being a good person means you don't stand by while bad things happen. And that is why I did what I did. And the thing is, again, they kept making response videos, but expecting me to sit down and go, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I will silence my white voice so I may step aside for Asian voices. I didn't. Forgive me, Father. I do not know that I had sinned. I will not. No. No, you goofy motherfuckers. No. That is not how reality works. I know that on TikTok, that's the culture of white people and wrong think stepping aside so that way you can continue to bully them or make them look like the bad guy. I am not that person. You picked the wrong one with that. I will not bow down to bullying. I will not bend to your tactics. And here's the thing at the end of the day. This is the quiet part said out loud. No matter how you cancel me, you can't destroy my life. If somebody does end up coming and beating me due to your ignorance, I will heal, and then I'll still say what I have to say. You can threaten me. You can beat me down. You can call me whatever name you want. But the fact is, I am showcasing your bullshit. I am showcasing your shitty behavior. Because at the end of the day, all of you arrogantly thought that if you bullied me enough in your little echo chamber, that somehow you would come out as the righteous ones. Your audience may think that, but many people have come out and said point blank, they see how shitty I'm getting treated. Many Asians, many Romani in my comments say they don't understand why you're getting offended for Romani people with Miss Sharon. That's none of your business. You want to talk about staying in your lane, stay in yours. You have no business telling her what she can and cannot say about her own culture. Okay? That's first and foremost. If you want to play by your rules, you were already stepping out of line because that was none of your business. Okay? That's first of all. Second of all, I state it one more time. You have the right to be offended by whatever offends you. Go off, babe. Do you. But what you can't do is then make it everyone else's problem that you're offended. It's your problem. It's your triggers. That is your issue. Do you know how many things offend me? Not much, actually. But even when I do get offended, if it's not offensive, if it's not actually damaging, I don't say anything because it's none of my business. And the problem is you were all attributing the potential for bad, but you had no actual evidence. all you can say is, well, it was a microaggression. Oh, it could be interpreted that way. Oh, it could potentially... No, that is projection. And you wanted an excuse because you saw that Miss Sharon was not someone that would defend herself. And then you got mad that due to the fact that you guys dogpiled her, she ended up blocking all of you. I state it again. Do I agree with her? No. Maybe her statements were a little ignorant. But I ask again, what did it actually do to you? Because if you guys had ignored her, same outcome, nothing would have happened. You still get to live your lives. You still get to enjoy your culture and your food. But the fact is, you all are Americans, but you expect special treatment from other Americans over your outrage. Do you know how many people sit there and go, oh, the culture of certain states are disgusting? You know, oh, how many times you hear white people food is disgusting? Please, the whole raisins things, I don't even know who the fuck puts raisins in anything. It's offensive. But do I say anything about it? No. Because you know what? Have your feelings. They're valid. But the problem is, this became a mountain out of a molehill because all of you are mad that unlike Miss Sharon, I didn't back down. I will not take down videos. I will not do what you have done. See, because they all accused me of deleting comments. I have not deleted any. What they said on TikTok was so rude about me that the TikTok mod, like there's a bot that regulates their comments, took it down immediately. Because you guys are you're so angry all the time. TikTok already sees it. Why do you think they write YT instead of white? Because they say it so much. Even the TikTok mods are like, damn, these people be racist. I'm not going to make any more videos, technically, unless you guys do. Although apparently they've decided not to engage with me anymore because they don't want to help me hate farm. Okay. I still have nothing but love for the Asian community. You can have a few bad apples. I will still enjoy Asian culture and raise it up. Because the thing is, you guys sitting here demonizing weebs. Weebs are part of the reason why Asian culture has gotten more respect in America. Because we called it out. How people were disrespecting, how people were treating it like it was nothing. We helped. And now that I'm trying to tell you, hey, I'm with you guys. I understand she's stupid. You're trying to demonize me for it. So do you want white people to admire Asian culture or don't you? You don't make any sense. None of this makes any sense. You want to be able to bully people, but you don't want to have them defend themselves. You want to be able to dox people, but you don't want to have the risk of it coming back at you. You know what? Do unto others as you want done unto you. But I will make sure the evidence of what you guys did to me is out and in public. I'm going to. Do I want... Since you're going to try to make me a demon on this, I don't want any of you deplatformed, banned, doxxed, hurt, none. If I found out tomorrow a single one of you got hurt, I would be upset. I would feel bad. But I know for a fact that you guys would celebrate it. That you guys would be happy about it. And that's why I don't think you're good people. I know for a fact you would because I have video evidence of it. Because to you, I as a white woman wasn't important enough to respect. You said it yourself. Well, if you're not going to respect me, stop getting mad that I'm not respecting you. Your ethnicity, your disability, and whatever other label you want to put on yourselves won't change that. I am in the habit of calling out bullshit. If that makes me a bad guy, then I'm the bad guy. I will tell you right now, you ask all of my audience, I try really hard to be pretty fucking positive, even when I'm covering rather not positive subjects. Because there's a silver lining to learn with all of this. And so I hope you guys have learned something from this. I hope you've maybe had the mirror put in front of you and you see some of the bad things you guys are doing in the name of your cause. I want nothing more than for you guys and for everyone to have a safe and happy life. Am I okay with the Asian hate? No. I'm not okay with anybody getting hurt for things that they can't change. But the thing is, you guys are. You justify it when it makes you feel powerful. That's another. I'm going to end with this. You guys kept talking about racism. I couldn't possibly experience racism because racism comes from a place of power. You want to talk about power? You guys have literally made videos documenting how to harass me, how to report me, how to get me banned. You've sent your followers to attack me. And when they mocked my looks, you joined in. And you personally joined in the idea of how fun it was for me to potentially get hurt. But I'm the one banned. I'm the one unable to comment. I'm the one unable to post videos. And I'm the one being called the bully in this. But you're all the ones holding the narrative. Are you catching on to who really has the power here? But that's all I had to say about it, guys. I will see you all in the next one.
Okay, I need everyone to go back and look at that video. We have some dangerous activity going on right now from the Lady Star San account that has been targeting Asian creators on this app and then using it to bring traction to her Instagram and YouTube page. So if you all could give some support to the Asian creators on this app, and we're going to try to not give any more traction to Lady Star San's page because this is what she wants. She's rage farming right now, and if we could all just make sure to support.
So, despite any misrepresentation that you might see otherwise, in early December when the TikTok Q&A question came up about what do you think of Asian food, and Ms. Sharon Motok voluntarily responded with the answer, simple, I think it's disgusting. I, in fact, did ask her what it was specifically about Asian food that she found so disgusting. I asked her whether it was foods from a specific region, texture, seasoning, spices, seafood, what it was specifically about Asian food that she found blanketly all disgusting. So these are, in fact, the questions that I asked of Sharon Montauk, who is a passionate lip syncer, Trump voter, anti-vax proponent, and user of the phrase Kung Flu, who identifies herself as part gypsy, which we do also know as anti-racist is considered a slur against the Romani people. I got blocked for asking the question. And as you guys know, the Asian community has had a rough couple of years with a sharp rise in hate crimes against Asian people and a relentless attack criticizing our food. Natto, durian, century eggs, and the unending, unfunny jokes associated with cooking pets. So, you know, the silent protest response that I saw mostly within the Asian community was just us tending to our hygiene, because if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. And because sometimes white women are so fragile, she took this as bullying. Mind you, I don't particularly feel bad punching back at racists. I also want to remind folks, if you go back through my feed, I did include a bunch of tips on how you can politely and respectfully decline foods that you are not interested in without being disrespectful and rude and calling them all disgusting and being offensive. Information is free. So, now, it's like basically a month later, there's an individual who is trying to misrepresent this entire event, which I thought was a closed and none issue, as a case of Asian people being racist against a white woman for daring to just have a differing opinion on food and just not liking it, which is a little bit of a misrepresentation of what happened. And it is also, wow, just, let me get into it. So a woman who self-describes herself as a weeb, which we also know, if we didn't know before, is a fetishist of Asian culture, therefore thinks that she isn't racist at all, has come to the wild defense of Sharon Montauk and has accused the Asian community of just being terrible on so many levels and endorsing bullying. For the record, Ajma does not endorse bullying. I do endorse standing up for oneself and giving no quarter to nonsense. So when a self-described weeb who casually uses AAVE in aggressive arguments and shows transphobic videos regularly on her page, admits to trying to antagonize the Asian American community for content, and does things like, oh my God, she commented to a disabled woman that she should dance for her. I don't think this person is a particularly good person. And my husband, Mr. Ajma, who was behind my shoulder and said, jokingly, honestly, he said, we don't like white women. She took this as an attack and has now called my husband trash and has implied that he is threatening to her. He doesn't care about her. So all of this, I feel like the body positivity community, I'm going to guess is a more inclusive and intersectional community, should be forewarned about this individual trying to make a bigger name for herself on this platform. Like, I have no skin in the game, but I think that maybe this person does not represent your... Hey, dumplings. If you've been following some of the clock app drama the last few days, you will know that there is a certain person that we will not name who has been intentionally antagonizing the Asian American community for content. And they are doing it intentionally to manipulate the algorithm for more views. And in addition to being an unreliable narrator and transphobic and self-ascribed weeb, which we know is a fetishization of our cultures, they have been continuously centering themselves into Asian American business and accusing people in our community of being threatening and implying that they are dangerous, including Mr. Ajma. So Ajma is going to give you some homework today. Please pay attention, okay? Number one, we're going to commit to being kinder, open-minded, anti-racist, okay? Number two, we're going to acknowledge that the algorithm here and on many social media apps do us absolutely no favors. So we are not going to mention her by name anymore. We will not be leaving comments, doing duets or stitches for them anymore. We will be going to those accounts and reporting any obvious content and community guideline violations and then blocking them immediately. And we will do the same on Instagram and on YouTube. All anonymous choices that will not manipulate the algorithm. We're not going to put a spotlight on hate in this situation because they're really thriving on it. And then we are going to choose to have a more peaceful day. Not because I think I'm wrong or because I feel threatened or anything like that. It's because I just choose not to give that situation and that person oxygen anymore. Because like Mr. Ajma, he doesn't even think about her. And with that, I really hope all of you kind and wonderful dumplings have a really good day.